All right, here we go. Waiting for YouTube to catch up in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. It's Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. We're here on Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas, hanging out answering your Royal Caribbean cruise questions. And we're going to answer as many cruise questions as we possibly can, starting with the most important question. How many days until your next Royal Caribbean cruise? Type your countdown in chat. Let's count down together. I'm on Star of the Seas. My next cruise coming up in it's like 2.5 weeks on Wonder. Yes, I said I wonder what ship it's going to be on. Wonder of the Seas. But we're here on Star. It's night 2. We're just a perfect day at CocoCay. Having a great time today. It is Caribbean night. It's weird Caribbean night on night 2, but I am not questioning it. Welcome, everybody. We had some super chats before the broadcast began, starting with Crazy About Cruising. Wrote, hey, Matt, 20 more live chats till the Wonder back-to-back in the Aqua Theater Suite. Going on Icon for the first time in August, wondering if you think the ultimate dining package is a waste on a ship with so many complimentary dining options. It's a great question. I wouldn't say it's a waste, but I have done the ultimate dining package on Icon, and I definitely came away from it thinking it's good, but there are, like your point, there's so many great choices. Like Aqua Market is right over there, and yes, I'll probably be getting like something after this as a late night snack. But it, I mean, you've got Aqua Market, you have Windjammer. You have main dining room, obviously. You have base camp, a Loco Fresh, like the Surfside Eateries, Surfside Bites. Like there are a lot of good complimentary options. I do think that, well, I wouldn't say it's a waste. I do think you could easily save money and not buy the dining package on Icon or Star and not be hungry or disappointed in that for sure. Eric is traveling. Thank you for the super chat, Eric. Flying back from the Caribbean and getting on Utopia in 38 days. Do you know there's a luggage storage at the Orlando airports? We don't take all the bags. There is not, but there is a service that you could store luggage at. Maybe they have one. The airport itself doesn't offer this, but there are third parties. It's like Uber for luggage. I can ask, one second, Jenna, our YouTube editor. I know I've asked her this like 17 times. What's the luggage thing that she uses? And I'm searching very, very quickly. Oh, there it is. It is Bounce. So it's an app called Bounce. Use that one, and they've got it for you. And Karen Carr, thank you for the super chat. Karen is on board, on Star now, and it is amazing. This is a great ship. I really love Star of the Seas. I mean, just a fabulous ship. My family's first time on here. My third or fourth on here. And I got to tell you, it's a great, I mean, it really holds up very, very well. And coming from Freedom and now coming to here, what a difference. Not just the elevators, but just the experience overall. It's incredible. So, all right, got a lot of people in the chat already. Wonderful. Welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. Becky Menken from MEI Travel is here. Hello, Becky. It is good to see you. Todd Weichman is here. Hello, Todd. Kelly Boulevard from MEI Travel is here. Donna Holt, what's going on? Welcome. Let's see here. Modern Myths. Hello, Michelle Stevenson. What's going on? Paradise in the house. Jeremy, sailing on Star Class in 6A. Still haven't heard from my Genie. Should I be worried? Worried? No, but it is surprising you've not heard. I would give it give it 1 or 2 more days. When you get to 4 days, so basically today's Monday, if you don't hear anything by Wednesday, what I would do is probably email the concierge for the ship and try to reach up there or call Royal Caribbean, whatever. But I think emailing the concierge would be the best one. Probably, Jeremy, they either have the wrong email. Like, did you get any of the emails? Like, did you get like the survey like a month before the cruise about like, you know, random questions the Genie asked? But if you did get that email and you've got like the official welcome email, that's not unheard of. Like I said, another day or two, and I think you'll be okay on that one. Zach Boyles, what's going on, man? Welcome. Let's see here. We got a lot of people in the chat. Holy smokes. Zach Boyles coming in with the super chat. Thank you, Zach. There it is. 16 chats till Harmony may only be getting by thanks to these chats and your videos. Quick question. Are the spa massage deals on the ship even better than pre-booking? They're not exactly the same. So pre-cruise, the spa will give you a discount on a straight-up treatment. Like if you want a 75-minute Swedish massage, that's the deal, right? On board the ship, they don't offer that. What they offer instead are like combo deals or like buy 2, get 1 discount or something like that. Or get like 20 minutes of this, 20 minutes of this, 20 minutes of that. They don't like offer the same. So it's not apples to apples, is what I'm trying to say. Which one is better? I would say the advantage of pre-booking, number one, is you get like 1 treatment, which you may only be interested in like 1 treatment. Number 2, you can You can schedule it for the exact time and day that works best for your schedule. So I feel like it's just a general. And number three, you can budget it better, right? You're not starting off the cruise like a couple $100 bill. So I feel like for that reason, that's the way to go about it. Let's see here. Jill1228, hello. Modern Myths is here. Craig Hart joining us. Welcome. Tony Diaz, hello. Cadet Wilson, thank you for the super chat. 13 days till independence. Enjoy your show. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you. Ray and Nancy are here. Hello, Ray and Nancy. Good to see you. Jaysco 7355. I'm getting choked up, Jay. It's such an honor to have your super chat. Thank you. Going on Quantum this season, 21 days. Any food dining suggestions at Quantum? Yeah, I think I'm a big fan of Izumi. You know that. Cafe 270 is fantastic on the back of the ship. That's complimentary. Really like that quite a bit. If you haven't done Wonderland, I would recommend doing Wonderland at least once. I think it's really, really nice right there. So, yeah. Slew Dog, did you clear out all the food in the Aquadome market yet? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Let me tell you something. We went there. First thing we got on board, started the season. Where was the first place I went? The muster station. Where was the second place I went? Aquadome Market, and it is so good. Yeah, I told my wife, I was like, I'm just going to get like one thing at the barbecue. And then she's eating, and I'm like, well, I can either sit here and watch her, or I can sit here and eat. And I got back, and then I went back and got the Thai food. Man, it is so, so good. Mike McLaughlin. Mike, thanks for the super chat, buddy. Appreciate you. I don't see a message from you, Mike. Oh, there it is. Good evening. Looking to get out of Buffalo in January. Worth it to book the cheapest inside room on the cheapest 3-day itinerary as a weekend getaway. Reflection booked on February as well. So when it comes to like the cheapest room on the cheapest sailing, the benefit is obviously it's as you described it. It's cheap. The downside to that, Mike, obviously is like, you know, I don't know if the ship matters to you, how much what it offers, amenities. Inside room is less. I mean, I feel like inside cabins are fairly not ubiquitous, but I mean, an inside room on almost any ship is going to be more or less a very similar experience. But ship-wise, it can be a very different experience. What I'm trying to say is, like, obviously, if you booked the cheapest sailing and it was on, you know, Radiance or Grandeur, compared to obviously a 3-nighter on Utopia or a 3-nighter on a newer, bigger ship, that may or may not be a factor to you. But if truly you're like, man, I just want to get away. I want out of Buffalo. The Bills are losing again. They blew it to a terrible team yet again. I got to get out of here. And the weather, by the way, is cold. Then yeah, sure. I mean, that's great as long as you understand what that is. Because just chasing price alone is usually not what I recommend. But I think you're not in that situation. I think you're just like, listen, man, I just want to get out of here, and that's your getaway. So there you go. Kate Crucero, thank you for the super chat. On Utopia of the Seas, January 9th, how cold or not will the beaches be at CocoCay? It can be pretty chilly in January. I'm not going to lie to you. It largely has to do more with, I think, two factors. One, how cold has the winter been? Winter, air quotes, in the Bahamas. And also, has there been a cold front that's gone through recently? That dictates a lot of it, how windy it'll be. I would tell you this, Kate Crucero, if I were you, if you want the safe bet at CocoCay, book either the Coco Beach Club or the Hideaway Beach, because both of those have heated pools. And that's kind of your backup plan to the ocean for sure. So I wouldn't worry about it. I look at it as being comfortable. But Lisa, I give up listening to Steve Perry to listen to you. Wow. I mean, Journey and Matt, like that's amazing right there. Crawfish, thanks for being a club member for 15 months, brother. Appreciate you. Tony Crawford from Sacramento here. 20 days until Star, 166 till Icon 316. We finally get the diamond. Enjoy a lava flow with Kraken for me. Well, here's my cup of water. Cheers, Mark McChain, and cheers, Tony. Appreciate your generosity. 15 months. Holy smokes. That's awesome. Chris Stell. Chris, thanks for the super chat, my friend. 9 Monday chats to Icon. Thanks for all you do. Thank you for your support, Chris. Appreciate you very, very much. Let's see here. Hey, Nick, what's going on, man? How does hockey seafood work? Same like chops? Oh, not hockey. You mean hooked seafood? Yes, it works just like Chops Grill. Really, it's a Hooked is a cover charge restaurant. So you pay one fee, everything's included there. So yeah. David Brosser. David, thanks for the super chat, my friend. 19 days to alert. Can I walk into the mason jar for a PB&J Old Fashioned, no reservation, and walk out with a glass, or must stay there? You can walk in. Remember, Mason Jar has a bar and it has a restaurant, and you can do either one. And you're reminding me, David, of two things. One is there's no mason jar on board, and I'm very disappointed in that. And two, Brian James, who was the lead singer out there, is actually on board the ship. He's not performing; he's a guest, but it's pretty close to that. Ray and Nancy, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Matt, is the upcoming Brilliance Group cruise to the ABC Islands at risk due to world events? I don't think so. I mean, listen, I don't know. No one can predict the future, but I'm certainly not worried about it at all. It's despite what it looks like on a map, they are close by, but they're not close enough that you might. I'm not worried about it. I really don't think it'll be an issue for us, but you never know. But I feel like in a lot of cases, the maps. How do I say this? Like it looks closer than it is, or it's more impactful than it'll be. So I'm not worried about it, quite frankly. Let's see here. Next question is from Benefits of HR. What a name. I'm going to Star in a few weeks, and I'm worried about my 3-night dining package. I'm worried I'm not going to get a good dining time, and it's going to interfere with shows at night. With the dining package, number one, did you book it like eons ago that you booked it before you could reserve a time? Because now, if you buy a dining package, you can pick a dining time. You can pick, when you go to buy it, it'll ask you, what time, restaurant, all that. But even if you don't, like we did, actually, I guess I must have booked mine eons ago too, because on board this ship we did that, and it's not too bad. I really had no problems at all. While specialty dining is very popular, it's actually not as super busy or as super sold out as you might think. And so I feel like that's probably why I wouldn't worry about it that much. Paradise Cruising, thank you for the super chat. Is there a regular cell service at CocoCay in Nassau? There is, but you need to have a plan that supports. Remember, Paradise, if you have like a standard plan, if you're from the U.S., that'd be roaming, right? But there is cell signal there from the local Bohemian operators. So subject to your roaming privileges or lack thereof, yes. Jill 1228, thank you for the super chat. 63 days till enchantment. Costa Maya recommendations. Maya Chan's my go-to. In fact, I'm going there when we visit there later on this cruise. I'll be at Maya Chan. I love that place. It's not to book the Royal Caribbean. Just Google Maya Chan, Costa Maya. You'll find it. It's a great all-inclusive run by some American expats. It's fantastic. Otherwise, if you want to do Mayan ruins, it's probably one of the better ports to do Mayan ruins in, especially compared to Cozumel, because you don't need to take a ferry boat over to the mainland. You're already on the mainland. It's a little bit easier there. The Chakchoban ruins are actually pretty close by, and they're not bad. You could go to downtown Mahawal. Jamie's at Blue Reef is a good alternative to Maya Chan. Not as good, I think, but still really, really good. Derek Silva. Derek, thanks for the super chat. Will you be doing the first sailing of Icon out of Galveston? I will not. I would love to, but it's not going to work out for my schedule, unfortunately. But I'm sure it'll be wonderful out there. Listen, for all the folks out there that live either in Texas or just local, like within the area, you're in that central part of the U.S., and they have a very convenient option. It's huge. I mean, Galveston is undergoing a serious renaissance now with cruising, and it's lovely to see that. Caroline, I spent so much on my 2 upcoming cruises. I have $800 in onboard credit. I think I have an addiction. That's a good problem to have. I salute you. It's a good. I love those kind of problems right there. So, let's see here. Cruiseaholics Anonymous. Thank you for the super chat. Are they naming the Icon for the hero? We don't know. Right now, it's all just speculation and rumor, quite frankly. So everything is just. I've heard a lot of possibilities for names, but when it comes to names, over the years, for what it's worth, I have heard plenty of names that people swore up and down was going to be the name of the ship, and then the ship, then they announced that it's not that name. So you never know, but I really have no idea. Mad Kid 0000007. Thank you for the super chat. Do you know when you'll get your preview of the Beach Club? Debating going for Christmas in Ethiopia. I'll actually be there. I think I can talk about it. I'm going there in a couple weeks. I'll be there on Wonder. I believe the 17th or 18th, something like that. 16th, that week, whatever that one is. We'll be there for a preview of it. So yes, I'll be able to check it out beforehand, and I'm excited for it. I can't wait. I'm really, really excited for that. I think it's gonna be amazing. Let's see here. Do they ever play hockey in Studio B? They don't. They do 2 things. Well, it's like, all right, they do more than 3 things. They only do 2 things. They actually do a couple things. They do, obviously, the ice skating show. They do free skating. They do the The Quest. They will do what's the other show they do in there? Studio B, The Quest. Oh, they do the nightclubs. Sometimes you'll see Red in there as well. So, but no hockey. Matt, your background side time is better than mine. Actually, for what this ship's the layout of the Lime and Coconut is fantastic, and it is a gorgeous night here. We just left CocoCay. It's a beautiful breeze. It's not humid, or it's not that humid anyway. It's not that hot either, so it's very comfortable. Cruise and fun. Can I take 2 bottles of wine? You may take 1 bottle of wine per adult in your cabin. Cruise and fun. So if you have 2 adults, then yes, you may bring 2 bottles of wine. That's the updated rule. Let's see here. Is having a junior suite with C-class amenities worth the price? I look at junior suites primarily as an extra large balcony room. And if you, that's what is nice. It's a nice perk to have. And if the cost of a junior suite is not that much more than a balcony, then yeah, absolutely. But I wouldn't pay like $1,000 more for it. So yeah. David Brosser with another super chat. Thank you, David, for the super chat. Solarium Bistro is removed from my cruise. Why? I'm wondering, David, if there's a large group on board. I know that sometimes there are groups that take it over. As an example, on some previous sailings that have had a Solarium Bistro, when there's been a gluten-free cruise, they use that venue. So I suspect that's largely probably why that's the case. Will I be able to watch all the NFL football games on Quantum? All of them? No. Some of them? Yes. Will the beach club hurt Maya Chan? It won't help them for sure. But I think inevitably people still want to do their own thing in a lot of cases. And the fact that you can get off and do other things. And by the way, other cruise lines can still visit Costa Maya and they'll have that there. They'll still have some work there. So I hope that doesn't hurt them too bad. Let's see here. Eric, if after your final debarkation you find out that you left some jewelry in your stateroom, how do you go about getting them back? There is a process. I will link, I'll give you a link in the chat here. Basically, there's a form to fill out. And I got to tell you, with the, I'm going to put the link in the chat right now. I wouldn't bet on it, unfortunately. This is why you've got to be when you leave that room, and I've been guilty of this as well, you got to be super go check it 8 more times because it's really easy to forget something that we're going to pick up later. Anyway, not Slew Dog. Eric, the link for how to get your stuff back is in the chat. Mark, thanks for the super chat. 135 to Freedom, 157 to Mariner, 35 to Icon. Is it okay to get a gift for my awesome MEI agent? Yes, absolutely. If so, what's a good proper gift to get them? I think there are 2 things I would think of for a gift for my travel agent. 1, Starbucks coffee card. They work super hard. Caffeine helps everybody when you're working super hard. Otherwise, just a gift card in general. You get a Visa gift card, Amazon gift card. Even though they are superheroes, they are real life people, and they definitely go to places like Target and Walmart and whatever. So that I'm sure a gift card goes a long way. But I think a gift card, Starbucks. I remember one time, I think it was when Icon went on sale for the very first time. My travel agent stayed up to midnight. It was slow going. I think she went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. So the next morning, I sent her a Starbucks gift card. I was like, I think you need this more than I do. Moose Turter, what an amazing name. Thank you for the super chat. 3 days on the Navigator was not enough. And no, those 3-night cruises really go by in just you're on and you're off that ship. It's great because, listen, it's better than no cruise. But my goodness, it feels like it's just, you got on board and it's time to get off that ship. It's amazing actually how much more a 4-night cruise feels like. The difference a 4-night cruise feels from a 3-night cruise. That extra day makes a huge difference. Ren Rom 9615, thank you for the super chat. What cruise would you suggest for mom's free casino cruise? We prefer staying out of Florida. If you have, all things being equal, I would pick an Icon class ship. You're getting a free cruise. Maximize it. Take advantage of a ship that costs more. Icon, Star, Utopia. Those are definitely ones I would lean towards for sure. Here's an impossible shot, but do you think Royal Caribbean would ever consider doing Cozumel and Mexico dinner from Cape Liberty? Probably not. There's a couple of reasons why. One is the distance required. And because the distance required, it requires two things, fuel and time. Most Americans look for about a 7-night cruise at the most. Not all of them. Obviously, there are some folks out there that can take 2 weeks off, but they're in the minority, the vast minority, in fact. So logistically, it would be very difficult to do. And number two is cost. Obviously, the fuel required also. So for those two, it would not sell well because there's less demand for it because it's a longer sailing. And I'm just talking purely demand, guys. I'm not talking about like you and I would love to, sure, but like it's not from a market standpoint. They'll do better with a 7-night cruise than like a however many nights it would be, 11, 9. It's just the reality of the market right there. Are the pools at the Bahama Beach Club heated? Yes, they are. Chicago GPNC, thanks for being a club member for 4 months. How long does it usually take to show my casino points in my Casino Royale account? Cruise ended November 6th. It's still not showing. Still showing 0 right now. What day is it? 20. That's actually surprising. It's not unheard of. I think if you called Casino Royale, they'd be like, well, sir, it's going to be, this many days, and they don't count weekends. I would say it's definitely unusual it's taking quite this long because you're looking at about 2 weeks now, but give it like about a month, Chicago GP, and then you can send them an email. T on the Sea, thank you for the super chat. Husband and I went on Radiance October 31st, and our points haven't updated yet, but we got our offers from the sailing. Do you know if Royal is just having it? Well, there you go, Chicago GP. Yeah, basically, it's interesting you got the offers, but not the actual points showing up in the system. It's more of their system being slow. What's interesting is I'm Prime in Casino Royale, and I've been Prime for since 2022. And on Freedom last week and Star this week, I had to get the Prime sticker because it said choice on there, which is crazy. And it's just the system they upgraded their system, and of course, because they don't have Craig Hart running their IT, it's been a disaster. So yeah, they have some issues right there. New York Islanders 130, thank you for the super chat. And they recommendation for Halifax going on a 4-day on Indian April. When I went to Halifax, we just walked around. Halifax is a really easy town to get around. There's good public transportation. There's a lot of bars and restaurants. I mean, a lot of people in Halifax go to what's it called? It's not Peggy. It's a lighthouse over there. It's a Peggy Cove. I wrote an article about this. It's one of the bigger tourist traps out there. I think you're actually better off just spending your time in the city, enjoying some Canadian cuisine, doing some bar hopping, some shopping. So yeah. Joanne Griffith this year. Hello, Joanne. No doubt checking in from the Bosphorus Hamlin location. Nice shirt. Thank you. It is Caribbean night tonight. Becky Mencken. I mean, I travel. Can't wait for that preview. It's going to be great to see the Beach Club. Yeah. So not only is Royal Caribbean inviting me to go to the Beach Club, but they're making me go with Becky Mencken. So clearly, listen. You all think I live the wonderful life, but we all have our crosses to bear. And in this case, I love Becky. She's wonderful. It's great. I can't wait for the cruise. Yeah. Oh, and also, Teresa, thanks for reminding me. Also, Studio B, they do laser tag. 100% right. Cowboy Valley and Model Train Lord, how are you, my friend? Thank you for the super chat. The new icon show up should be the ship. I think ship name should be Mad of the Seas. Wouldn't that be amazing? It'll never happen. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Michelle thinks I have a green screen up. Believe it or not, it's a real cruise ship. I can't go up there and start hitting things, but I promise you, it's the real deal. Biff215, thanks for the super chat. Help us decide. Start of the season next summer. We typically do unlimited dining, but we were debating a main dining room a chance. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier in the broadcast, Biff. On Star and Icon class ships, there's so many good complimentary options that I would probably tell you, skip it, save the money, and get just do complimentary. Aquadome Market, a local fresh, Windjammer, main dining room. Those are all wonderful. Julio, have you been to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico on a cruise? Yes. And which cruise line do you recommend to cruise line in California, LA? Well, Royal Caribbean. Navigator of the Seas, Ovation of the Seas. G Money 2448, thank you for the super chat. On my first cruise on Quantum, we just left Cabo. We got chops tomorrow for 50% off. Nice. What do you think of it? What do you think of the cruise? What do you think of the ship? I love Cabo. Beautiful place. The tendering is a little annoying, but once you're there, it is fantastic. And we did whale watching. I love Cabo. Let's see here. Next question. Cruz and Lauren going on Odyssey over New Year's will be at the new beach club New Year's Day. So excited. What can we expect on New Year's Eve on the ship? A giant freaking party. Like a party of the party of parties will be there. I mean, there's going to be basically what they will do, and you'll get a letter in your cabin, Lauren, that will basically explain, all right, if you want this kind of party, go to this place. You want this kind of party, go to this place. It's a really, really, really big party zone. And one of the best ways to celebrate New Year's. Ryan Olkowski, thank you for Super Chat. Have you tried the new Chilla Thrill beer yet? I didn't get it today, actually. I thought about it. But I have had it like back before COVID and all that. It's very fruity beer. I don't love fruity beers. They've grown on me a little bit, but it's pretty good. You know what? At the end of the day, Ryan, that's what I will say. I always complain about Royal Caribbean's beer selection. I think it's pretty bad, actually. Like same old, and not a lot of variety, especially if you're someone like myself or Jeff Burns, who likes really dank beer with like actual flavor, hoppy beers. And in that case, something nice to have there. So I'm all for like something different. Slew Dog, for upcoming Celebrity River cruises, do you think they will status match Royal status? We'll find out early next year, my friend, with the new program that'll be announced. I hope so. It'd be wonderful if they did. Next question is from thanks, Bill's fan. Peggy's Cove, yes. Peggy's Cove is it's like I call it a tourist trap in Halifax because it's a wonderful, beautiful lighthouse. But it's like, I mean, it's one lighthouse. It's one of those things where you're like, big photo, okay. Also, there's like 700 other buses there. It's just, unfortunately, it's an overdone, overrated kind of place. Modern Myths, did you know that if you let the cruise know that you're taking a birthday cruise, you get a special birthday room key? I believe, yes, that's a new thing, Modern Myths, though. As a result of the new birthday month celebration thing, it's kind of a neat idea. I love it. I love how creative they're getting with it right there. Let's see here. All right, so JC says, we go to Halifax almost every year. Please don't go to Peggy's Cove. It's a waste. Thank you. It's really far and crowded. You get about 2 minutes to take it on. It's gorgeous, but not worth it. That's a great description there, JC. Yeah. Thank you, my friend. How was your family enjoying the trip? It's wonderful. Actually, I got a fun story. He's not here still. That kid who was here. No, he left. He left. All right. So my daughter goes to teen club, and my daughter, she always goes to teen club. And, you know, the teens, first day, meet each other, blah, blah, blah. Some boy comes up to her and goes, I forgot why, but he's like, you know, how many cruises have you been on? And my daughter says, like, I don't know, like 50 or something. And, of course, when you say a teenager's been on 50 cruises, they're like, what? And she goes, yeah, my dad's working. He does a blog. And this kid, who's another teenager, was like, wait a minute. Is your dad Royal Caribbean blog? And he lost his ever-loving mind. I actually just met him just now. Nice, very nice gentleman. And but they're having a good time on the cruise. Night 2, but they're loving it. Icon class. My wife loves big ships, and she loves even more the Icon class. Michelle, no, it's all good, Michelle. Michelle, I am used to Tony Diaz giving me flack, so you're all good, my friend. Kelly, I want to decorate the room door for our next cruise. We're earning diamond. Any ideas? Looking for a cool quote. Ooh. Diamonds are forever, and so is my loyalty status. I don't know. That's all I got off the top of my head. Let's see. Next question. I think we have some super chats. I'm falling way behind on here, so let me just catch up with that. M. Castillo, thank you for the super chat. Going on Radiance this Christmas, we wanted to pass around a journal for guest sign, add a note if you see something similar. No, but I'd be really concerned someone's going to deface it, destroy it, or throw it away or something like that. Like I shared this in one of my recent articles or videos I did about my dollar store adventure, and I had I put up on the door a whiteboard, and it's pretty darn. I would tread lightly, but maybe if you're just walking around the bars, I guess that wouldn't be a bad idea. But like leaving it out there would be, I'm not so sure on that. The Chansey, my set sale pass has the DX mark on it, but I hadn't booked the drink package. I'm guessing it's a glitch and would be removed before sailing. Yeah, it almost doesn't matter, Chansey. And what I mean by that is, at the end of the day, they're going to look it up in the system. It doesn't matter what it says on your set sale pass. I mean, for all I know, you could be like Slew Dog, and you could have photoshopped the whole thing, right? So they know who Slew Dog is. They've already pre-banned him. But instead, what they do is they'll scan it. Or they look up whether you scan a CPass card or just look up your room number, they can see whether or not you actually have the package or not. So, yeah, don't worry about it. But that is interesting you have DX on there. It's strange. Let's see here. Kristen Balzer, 2237. We have a side decided in December between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Best way to get from port to port. So, anecdotally, the answer to your question is Uber or Lyft. Anecdotally, what I would tell you, though, is on sailing one, I would say play dumb, but go to guest relations. Be like, hey, I've got a side to side. I'm doing, assuming it's a Royal Caribbean ship. If you're going from Royal Caribbean to like an MSC ship, they're going to be like, good luck, buddy. But if you're doing another Royal ship and say, hey, I'm doing another Royal ship out of Fort Lauderdale, same day, they may give you a ride over there. I've talked to a number of guests who, again, anecdotally, they were surprised they got a free ride over. So I would at least mention it. But it's got to be the same day, not like, you're coming to there and you have like a day or two in between. But if it's the same day and it's Royal Caribbean, I would at least mention it anyway. Let's see here. Tony, me give you a hard time? Never. No, never at all, Tony. But welcome, everybody. My name is Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com. We are here on Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas. We're actually on the pool deck. I'm in front of the Lime and Coconut, and we're enjoying a lovely evening here. The breeze is going. Actually, when I started the broadcast, it wasn't warm, but it was not. Anyway, the breeze is kicked up now, and it is, dare I say, some people, not me, but some people would like to have a sweater or a jacket. It's a little chilly, but I'm enjoying it. I love it. Let's see here. Mel C, is the drop water slide back open on Star? I forgot. It's funny. Yesterday, my wife and I were walking around the ship, and we got through Thrill Island, and I said, I forgot to check if the water slide was open. And of course, being lazy, I didn't turn around. And it's not that. Yeah, I heard it's not either. I don't think it's open, so we're gonna go with no. Let's see here. Slew Dog, dueling pianos on Star was awesome. Brittany and Roll were so talented. Yeah, and here it's Sarah and Roll, and I saw them on not Star. Where did I see them on? Icon? I saw both of them. Maybe what? No, it had to be a Star. Anyway, I've seen them both perform. They're wonderful. I've not been there yet on the sailing, but I will be going up there for sure. I love that place. Let's see. Cool. Okay. Actually, believe it or not, I don't know. I guess everyone's it is Thanksgiving week, so maybe that's why everyone's kind of busy. I've caught up on all the chat right here. So if you have a question I haven't answered, please feel free to type it in the chat. I'll get to as many as I can here. Nelly, when are the slides opening back up on how many other ships we know yet? They don't have a timeline that I'm aware of. I think Navigator we only know because the captain mentioned it, and it'd be like early December. But it's one of those things, honestly, it's like when it's ready, it's ready. They're going to do as fast as they can. But because they're trying to do this while the ship is still operating, there are some limitations. So there you go. Nick, do you think Royal Caribbean will send another new ship to Singapore? Don't know, my friend. If I knew that, I could win a lot of bets with Craig Hart. Lanya French, upcoming Freedom in January. Cosmos, which is Nassau, worth getting off the ship or stay. I would say it's worth getting off the ship for one reason: the new beach club that's opening up there. I haven't been there yet, but I have some high hopes for that place. JC just booked Independence of the Seas from New Jersey to Grand Turk or Bermuda. Thoughts on Grand Turk, things to do? I have never been there, so I don't have a really good recommendation. I would look at two things, always like standbys in the Caribbean. One is all-inclusive. Go to like resortforday.com or resortpass.com. The other thing is a catamaran. At the end of the day, every Caribbean island is fantastic when you're on the water. So that's something I would look at for both of those. Don and Judy Goldstein are here. Hello, Don and Judy. Hope you're doing well. Med Cruise in May or September? I would pick May. September can be a little, not stormier, but it definitely get more of the, it's kind of like the Caribbean a little bit, not quite the same thing. And it'd probably be hotter in September than May. I'd pick May. So, Michelle, I bought one itinerary, but it's very scrambled like Cruise Mapper. No official word change. I have no idea. Cruise Mapper and third-party websites I wouldn't use as evidence of anything, so I wouldn't put too much faith in that one. Yeah, I agree about the slides there. Tony Crawford, do you expect to see Royal Caribbean drink package and prices to drop any more as we close for Black Friday? I'm going to say no, Tony. But then again, the Wi-Fi, after 2 weeks, the Wi-Fi package dropped in price. Not a lot. Clearly, this year's Black Friday is not as good as last year's Black Friday. In some cases, it's better because like the Nassau Beach Club is like half off compared to what it was before Black Friday. But last year for Black Friday, there was significant drink package sales, significant Cocoa Beach Club price sales, and significant Wi-Fi package sales. That being said, there have been better sales the rest of the year, so I'm not complaining all that much. But this is why I talk about this all the time, guys. Never wait for one sale, right? So if you want a drink package, buy it as early as you can. In a lot of cases, for most of all but one cruise, I got a better price on my drink packages by pre-booking them back over the summer during other sale. But it's hard to say. I mean, listen, we could wake up on Black Friday, like the actual day, and see a better price. But the reason why I'm pessimistic about that is because despite what Royal Caribbean advertises with like Black Friday sale and all this, it's really an algorithm. Every sailing is independently priced of every other one. It's not like Royal Caribbean goes and says, you know what, we're going to have 35% off every drink package, every Wi-Fi. They don't do it that way. Every sailing is based on a variety of criteria that drives the price. So when they have a Black Friday sale, and in fact, you can really see it this year because most of the things you see discount don't even have the word like Black Friday on there. It's like either like loyalty status or stateroom discount or casino. It's like, I just feel like, maybe I'm just being pessimistic about it, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Any insights on the next world cruise? No, I thought they would have announced it by now. If they were I think they will do one, but I think they clearly are in no rush to do another one. I think they want to get some ship ready for whatever one that happens to be. Ron Ladowski. Hello, Ron. Please use your Royal Caribbean influence and get the Panama Canal cruises reinstated. We need to make up for the group cruise that was canceled a few years ago. That was Tony Diaz's fault. I got to tell you, Tony messed it up for everybody, and I am upset about that, but I would love for them to bring those back. I mean, they always do like one or two a year on, but they're always like 14 nights on Radiance, which I don't hate Radiance, but they're like 14-night cruises out of like, California over to Miami and vice versa. But they're very few and far between, unfortunately. Will the main dining room have a New Year's menu? They will. They'll have a New Year's Eve menu, and it's spoiler alert. It's going to be, I think, the same menu as Christmas and Thanksgiving, just with some actually different font and what's not. What is the big pink thing over my left shoulder? Oh, that's artwork. That's called artwork, Mark. It's these things that people make to make people think, that's interesting and pretty, and it's gonna make. It's a piece of artwork. Icon has a different one, but it's actually a star. So yeah. Honestly, I don't blame you, Mark. I made fun of you. I apologize. But it's actually probably because of this camera quality, you can't really see it that well. Any more thoughts on a group cruise sailing to Galveston? A little bit. I'm waiting really for the seasonal group cruises to come out, Jeremy, which are coming out next week. December 6th. What is that like? Not next week. We get 2 weeks from now. There's a couple ideas that I'm tossing around. Icon out of Galveston is not out of the question. My concern with Galveston is I'm not sure how many people would. Well, let me ask you guys. I mean, serious question. If we did a Thanksgiving cruise out of Galveston on Icon, type me in chat if you would seriously book it. I'm not talking like, well, if I win the lottery, my kids marry another millionaire, and Tony Diaz buys me dinner, then I'll book. Like, it's got to be like, I would say better than like 75% chance of you booking it. I'm just curious. I'm always concerned, like, I'm like, all right, we're doing a group cruise for people out of Galveston, and then like no one's there, and I flew there for that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Is there special food on Thanksgiving? Yes. There will be in the main dining room. There will be a special Thanksgiving menu. Absolutely. Jess Woodward. Hey, Matt, we just got off Utopia. Kevin Phillip was awesome at Bell and Barley. Kevin Phillip is a national treasure. He's not even American, but he's amazing. Mason Joy Music has unfortunately went down since Brian James left. Yeah, I mean, it's still good, but there's no question that the country trio with Brian versus the field is significantly different. So look at the brights. I mean, I would still go there for the drinks, but Kevin is amazing. Slew Dog, how far out can you book an air to sea cruise? Thinking of Greek summer cruise 27. I wouldn't book it more than a year in advance, Slew Dog, even for airfare, especially like if you're doing a summer cruise, which you are. I wouldn't look at airfare until at least January of 27. You can. Most airlines don't even put out their schedules to like 9 months in advance. But really, like, I went through this exact exercise this past summer for our European cruise. I've done it before in the past as well. Trust me when I tell you, if you're looking for summer, don't even bother thinking about looking for airfare until like January of 27. And even then, you could wait until like February or March. Let's see here. Troy, kids are used to Oasis class. Trying Explore with my kids, 17, 14, 12, and 10. These are Itinerary. Should I be worried? Worried? No. It'll be different. They'll adjust to it. They'll have a great time. I said we have a super chat that came in here. Hold on. Hold the phone. TV timeout. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. D. Hancock 110, thank you for the super chat. 20th anniversary. Decided between Ocean View Balcony and Legend with stops in Barcelona, Palma de Mallorca, Florence, Rome, Naples, or Guaranteed Suite on Odyssey. So Guaranteed Suite is going to be a junior suite. So just number one, keep that in mind. All right. Now your question is, brand new ship versus Odyssey, still a new ship. I'd go with, ooh boy, that's a tough one. Yeah, I agree with KJ. I think it's Legend. I think Legend is the play there. I mean, it's gonna be a junior suite, which is great, but it's bigger. Yeah, go for Legend. Go for the new flashy, the new hotness. Kyle from Utopia, thanks for being a club member for 13 months. Happy to support your work, even if only in this small way. Listen, my friend, it's not about how much or anything like that. Your supporter, I appreciate you between the super chats, the club members. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. And just everybody for just hanging out in here. You know what I mean? Hitting the like button, watching the videos, tolerating Tony. It means a lot. Thank you guys so much. All right, who would actually go on this cruise? All right, so we got Michelle Stevens. All right, Craig. See, this is what I'm talking about. Craig says TBD me. That means Craig's not going. Craig's gonna be like, it's too expensive for airfare because I live in middle of nowhere. All right, so we got Not Your Average Cruise Channel, Derek, Kelly, Eli. I got a couple people there.
Where do you fly to?
But Houston, yeah. Robin Risk will be there. All right, if Robin Risk from MEI Travel will be there, well, that's a whole different story, my friends. Paradise would be there. All right. I got a key for $22.99 for a 13-day. I think even if you purchase that, no, it's a terrible idea, man. The keys, no. How much is the internet for that? Because you're no, that's a terrible idea. 13 days at that, dude. You're paying. Are you going to go on the rock wall 20 times? Like, it's good for day one, and then you're way overpaying. I would tell you this, my friend. If I were you, well, I would buy the key. I would buy the internet for that long. Sure, go for it. But no, the internet's got to be cheaper than that. I'd rather take the money you save there for over times 13 and apply it to almost anything else. Let's see here. Shady, you have a better chance of winning the lottery than Tony Diaz buying you dinner. This is a hard fact. 100%. Wow. Tony catching some strays over here. Sorry about that. That's true, Traveling Mike. You can always rebook your airfare at lower price because if you use air to sea, not all airlines. Like you book on Delta.com, that's not a thing. Unless you book refundable airfare, of course. But I would say, just in general, for international airfare, I wouldn't book your flight more than 6 months in advance. And even then, most experts would tell you that's still a mistake. Like you want to book it like 3 or 4 months in advance. Because when they first put them out there, unless you're like I don't know, there's like, I still, you want to wait a little closer there. Let's see here. Melissa Martinez, can someone from Mexico apply to work on a Royal Caribbean ship? Sure, I don't work for Royal Caribbean, but there are definitely people from Mexico who work on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, so absolutely. Just as several hideaway hideout cabanas were empty, even though they appeared to be reserved with names on them. I can't imagine paying that much and not using it. They probably showed up late. I've seen that a lot, which, to your point, if you're paying $1,000, $2,000, $4,000 for a cabana, and you don't roll out of the ship until like 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, yeah. As for the people who, then there are no-shows for sure. Now listen, Jess, I'm sure they go to the short screen desk and give them a good story as to why they should get a refund. But I mean, if you're gonna buy a cabana, not only should you show up, you should be there like at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Maximize that for that price. Dad Baddick, tell the printer we missed them. I will definitely let the printer know when I get home. Kelly Bolivari, we sail in the Mediterranean. We sail in the Med. We sail for the ports, not the ship, because you're in the ports all day. That's a really good point. I totally missed what was the rumored. Hero of the Seas. It's been out there for a little while. Hey, Rai, why aren't there a movie screens on pool decks if a wait on Icon or a waste collection? I think it's a big fail. I think they look at it as, I mean, here's the thing. They want it. I think part of it, honestly, is, well, I can't speak for the Oasis class. Actually, for the Oasis class, they already have them, right? Don't forget, Wonder and Utopia have it. It's just the other ones that don't. So to your point, Royal learned that lesson. For Icon, I'm not sure. I think maybe part of it is crowd management. Remember, they don't have like a giant pool here. They have a lot of smaller pools. Maybe that's part of it. Ethan, do you believe the new Nassau Beach Club will sell out every sailing? I think it'll sell. If they don't sell out, they'll sell very well. I think it's going to. I think it'll do very well for them. Nassau is a port that has traditionally not been very popular for a lot of reasons for a really long time. And I think the product, from what we've seen so far, and again, listen, I'll see the finished thing here in a couple weeks. But I really believe they're onto something here in terms of coming up with a winning formula for a great beach day. And I think it will definitely do well. So Ethan, if your thought is like, if your question is like, Matt, should I risk it for a biscuit and wait till I get on board the ship and try to, I mean, always pre-book. Not just for the price, but just for risk of selling out. Tone Man, thank you for the super chat, my friend. I don't see a message from you. Hang on. Tone. Oh, wait, found it. Hey, Matt, we were on alert in March. We have the dining package, but Samba Grill was on the list, but now it's gone. Have you heard anything like this? The list is, that sounds like a Royal IT issue. I wouldn't. Don't worry about it. You'll be able to go there. I would seriously doubt that'd be a problem for you. I think we had another super chat. Yeah, Timothy Palmer. Timmy, thank you for the super chat, my friend. I went to the Vitality Spa on Waste last month. I've seen timeshare presentations that were less pressure to buy something than after my massage. You know, with the spa, I've had pretty good luck. I mean, listen, this usually happens. You do this treatment, they wait for you to change, get back in your clothes. All right, cool. They come back in the room. Mr. Timmy, I see that I hope you enjoyed the treatment. I wanted to recommend that you should buy, blah, blah, this, and this, because I think it would help you with this, that, and that. No, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's it. If you give it, it's like, truly, when it comes to the spa, you give them an inch, they'll what is it? Give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Like, I mean, if they see a sale, if you're like, well, I don't know, I would love to buy it, but I'm not, if you give them a little bit, then they're gonna go for the kill on that. But I'm always just like, no, but I don't feel like there's that much pressure. It's like, they might say, "Are you sure?" Yeah, I'm very sure. Thank you. Or better yet, I'm gonna go think about it. I'll come back and find you. But just be very firm about your answer. Let's see here. We are on Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas, the newest Royal Caribbean cruise ship in the fleet. Christopher Biona. Man, it wouldn't be a live stream without Chris here. Thank you for the super chat. You or team try a solo meetup? How did it go? Do you mean like has myself or someone from our team been a solo meetup? I think I went to one like probably over a decade ago. The solo meetups are fun. It just depends who's there. Like every sailing is different, right? Basically, the solo meetup is for solo cruisers. See them in the app or the Cruise Compass. Basically, it's a prearranged time where people who are sailing solo, not a singles hookup. It's simply you're sailing by yourself. You can meet other people who are sailing by themselves. Maybe you'll make a new friend. But I mean, it's literally Russian roulette as to who will be there. I think the one time I went there was like an old lady. I think it's old ladies, but an old lady, a couple people that clearly knew each other, but they were still there anyway. And I was like, okay, this isn't really wasn't really my jam. But hey, you never know. Sometimes that's all you need. Some people just need a little push right there. So, yeah. Carolyn, I booked a hideout cabana for a surprise birthday party. If I buy the birthday cake and deco package, then they would set it up at the cabana. That would not work. The package you're talking about is for the room. So for that, though, I have seen, in Hideaway Beach, a birthday cake. What I would tell you to do is wait till you get on board the ship. Two things you want to do. One, go to shore excursion desk, tell them what you want. And if that doesn't work, or that does work, I would still talk to the cabana host when you're there. But definitely go to the shore excursion desk before, as soon as you get on board the ship, and try to arrange that. I've seen a birthday cake with my own eyes there, so clearly it can be done. Let's see here. Sudog, when will the demo for new Perfect Day begin? Don't know. Good question. I have no idea. Cruising Bolero, hello, welcome. Travel Mike says the solo meetup is not a thing. It's a public bar and no host. Yeah, I think what they're trying to do basically just put you all in the same room. And, if you're all there at 4 o'clock, you'll be like, well, everyone here must be here for the same thing. So it's not like trivia or anything like that where they do icebreakers, things like that. So, yeah, hope that makes sense. All right, we have time for, it's too bad my neighbor Kenny isn't here because he would love this. Lightning round, guys. Give me a this or that. Give me like a yes or no, this or that, Tony or Becky, that kind of just rapid fire questions to round things out here. And then I got to go see adult comedy. Simeon is on board. He's fantastic. Looking forward to seeing that. So, what did Tony say? I cruise solo, met Teresa, and decided I don't need friends. Oh, poor Teresa. Roatan or Cozumel? Cozumel, 100%. Oasis or Icon Class? Icon Class. Hello, Danny. How are you, my friend? Quantum or Odyssey? Odyssey. American football or European football? Bill's saying, I think you know me better than this. American football for sure. Soccer is like, let me take a nap. Alaska in May or September? May, 1,000%. It's very rainy in September. 6 or 7? 6, 7. 6, 7. Don't know. Curacao or Aruba? Aruba. Alcohol or no alcohol? Well, I am drinking water right now, but alcohol otherwise. Cabo or Puerto Vallarta? Ooh. Puerto Vallarta. No tendering required. Port Galveston or Miami? Miami. I don't have to fly there, but that's just me. Dark chocolate or white chocolate? Dark chocolate is amazing. Juggler or magician? Is a noose an option? I probably pick magician, but I still hate myself regardless. Aqua or Ice Show on Star? Ooh. I like the Aqua Show a lot. I saw a Torque last night. I might pick the Ice Show because there's better air conditioning in there, but the Aqua Show, fantastic. Light side or dark side of the craps? If you're playing dark side of the craps table, you, sir or madam, are an awful person. You're rooting against the whole table. I don't care how much money you win with your system. It's awful. Light side for sure. Serenade or Brilliance? Brilliance. Toasted Marshmallow, Old Fashioned or PB&J? PB&J Old Fashioned, 1,000%. YouTube or Crowdcast? YouTube. Crowdcast, at least there's benefits, but I mean YouTube. Listen, Craig. if we don't have YouTube, we don't have your best friend, Kenny, who's, by the way, at dinner right now instead of being over here. Utopia or Wonder? I'd probably pick Utopia. I like Wonder a lot, but I'd probably pick Utopia. It has the new train restaurant. It's hard to overlook that. Balcony or interior? I mean, obviously it depends. I pick a balcony though. Star or Icon? Icon, I guess. Uber or Brightline from Miami to Fort Lauderdale? Uber, actually. I love Brightline, but it's not the Uber. Trust me. Uber. That distance, Uber. Unless it's like, a weekday at rush hour. But even so, yeah. Have I seen the puppy yet? I have not seen Sailor yet. No. Legend in Europe before it comes to the U.S.? Yes. I mean, sure, because I have no patience. Week after Christmas for a cruise or week after New Year's? Week after New Year's. Yeah, week after Christmas is New Year's week. I'm pretty sure. Coke or Pepsi? Coke. Come on, man. Kraken or Pirate? Oh, Kraken for sure. Not even a question. I will never understand the 6-7 stuff. Gritch. It's just like, dude, when we were kids, it's like all the things we used to quote, Beavis and Butthead. We used to quote, I am the great Cornholio. Like, I mean, that's the same thing. It's just generation removed. We all said it like 1,000 times and annoyed the heck out of our parents. I promise you it was the same exact thing. Which supper club? Ooh, this one. Lincoln Park. Definitely better. Maverick or Iceman? Iceman's Maverick, obviously. Port or Starboard? Doesn't matter. Starboard. Dark turkey or white? Ooh, that's a time appropriate one. White for sure. Ford or Chevy? I've owned both.
Chevy Thunder.
Like Chevy? Yeah. That's a really tough one. I think deep down I'm a GM guy, so I'm gonna go with Chevy. But I mean, I do like the Ford trucks a lot. Jedi or Sith? Jedi. Star Trek or Star Wars? Before all the 7,000 it's hard because I feel like there's been so many bad, the sequels were fine, but I think I picked Star Wars, but core Star Trek, like Deep Space Nine, Voyager, TNG, that was amazing. And of course, the original Star Wars is amazing. But Rogue One, my favorite movies of all time. So I guess I picked Star Wars. Yeah, the problem though is, Dave, is you're rooting against other people on the table. That's the problem. If you're playing and no one else on the table, knock yourself out. But I feel like listen, everyone there is thinking not 7, not 7, not 7, and you're thinking 7, 7, 7, 7. That's the problem with it. I just feel like I enjoy it more when we're all on the same team, not rooting against each other. So, we have a super chat coming in here from Danny DiMatteo. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate you. Rogue One is easily the best Star Wars film of all time and vastly, vastly underrated. So, have I seen Andor? I watched 3 episodes of it and I couldn't get into it. My sister loves it. I gotta force myself to watch it, but I watched 2 or 3 episodes and I thought it was incredibly boring and I couldn't get into it. So, all right, guys, we have run out of time here. It is time to head on out of here. Thank you for joining us here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. We'll be back in next Monday. Right, not from here. I'll be back at home, but here on YouTube. And I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Thanks for all your support. Thank you guys so much, and we'll talk again very soon. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, right here from Royal Caribbean, Star of the Seas. Bye, everyone.